Hi everybody, tonight I'm going to show you a really simple but popular caramel fudge. So the ingredients that we'll be using is 220 grams of brown sugar. We have 2.5 tablespoons of golden syrup. We have 125 grams of butter, a can of sweetened condensed milk, and a block of white chocolate. So the first step to this really simple, easy, beautiful caramel fudge is to chop up your white chocolate nice and fine. Find a good mixing bowl and pop that into the bowl. Okay, so once you've diced that up into the bowl, and now we're ready to make our caramel. Okay, so for our caramel, we want to have our heat on a low heat, and we're going to just put all the ingredients in together and let it melt. So we'll start with our butter, put that in, and our golden syrup, goes in, our sugar, and we'll let that melt first until the sugar dissolves before we add our condensed milk. So as you can see, our butter is starting to melt nicely and the sugar is starting to dissolve in that butter. We still have it on a very low heat, and we're just making sure that we are not leaving this pot by itself, otherwise it could burn the bottom. Alright, so now we're going to add our can of condensed milk, sweetened condensed milk. As I said, this is a really simple caramel fudge recipe, but tastes amazing. Okay, so you're just stirring that through. So you're going to leave this on a medium heat for about 10 to 12 minutes till it starts to thicken. And what you can do is to check whether the caramel is ready or not. We'll have a cup of water and you can drop a bit of the mixture in. If it dissolves in the water, it's not ready, but if it starts to harden, then you know that it's ready. So we'll show you that method as well. Okay, I'm just going to take it off the heat while we check our caramel in our cold water. So I'm just going to grab a little bit. I'm just going to dob it in. And as you can see, it's formed a nice texture there. If it was a bit watery and still coming off, then it wouldn't quite be ready yet. But that's how we know that our caramel is ready. We simply want to pour it over the top of our white chocolate. So when that white chocolate started to melt down a little bit, we're just going to stir it through, and then we have to act quite quickly. So as that starts to melt, the caramel will thicken quickly, so we have to get it into our silicone baking dish rather fast so it doesn't set on us. So we'll go ahead and mix that now so you can see that it's just starting to melt that white chocolate all by itself from the heat. And it's starting to thicken quite quickly. Okay. So once there's no lumpy bits in it, we're ready to get that into our silicone dish quite quickly. I like to use my spatula just to smooth it out. as you can see there, starting to set already. And then that's just going to go in the fridge and set overnight. That's it. A simple caramel fudge recipe. Only took me around 15 minutes, and you can chop it up in bite-sized pieces, and it can be a very big crowd pleaser. So thank you for listening to my video, and I hope you like what you see.